Hi, I'm Sophie.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and we're Sophie and Sarah.
Thank you for joining us today on this video.
Now let's get right into the video. Woo! Well, hello there. If you're watching this video, you're probably like me and rolling through the internet at about 2 a.m. and stumbled upon these boots. Yeah, yay. They were popular back in 2018. They're the Dolls Kill Metamorphic boot, holographic, butterfly, something. And I thought they were really cool, and for some reason, at 2 a.m. about 3 days ago, I really wanted to make them. So I woke up the next day and made these. And I think they're pretty good. They're a little bit smaller than the ones on Dolls Kill because I didn't like how big theirs were personally. So I made them smaller, I made them detachable, and I just added them to these like $20 boots I got at Macy's like 3 years ago. So, you know, you can add them to any shoes you want, stuff like that. So when I originally made these boots, I didn't think it would actually work. I thought they would end up looking really, really bad. So I didn't actually film me making any of that, which kind of sucks on the tutorial side of this. But I thought I would at least like talk through how I made them, so if you want to do the same, you can do that. And because there was only like one other tutorial on YouTube, and so here's this one's a slightly different method. And on these you can like see through them, they're iridescent. It's really cool. So let's get to materials. I started by making a template of a butterfly wing so that all of mine would be even. So I used Google Docs, and so I put an image of a butterfly on Google Docs and cut it in half so it was just its body, and then cut out all the little parts using an X-Acto knife. You can see it's not perfect, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, as long as you can still like get your inside parts of the butterfly out so that your holographic parts can shine through. And honestly, I ignored all these little white dots on the sides. I know the Dolls Kill ones have them, but I could not be bothered to cut that out 5 times. So then I didn't, I just made it simple. So you just need 4, hello Muffin, hi there. So you're gonna need 4 of these in the end. And I used a relatively like thick cardstock instead of just like construction paper so that it would stay solid, because you wanna see them like, you know, kind of flap, but they need to still keep their shape. I cut it out using my scissors and my X-Acto knife every time. You know, they don't need to line up perfectly because after I've made these, I looked at the Dolls Kill ones and they don't actually have a back butterfly part. Like, it's just the iridescent sheet on the back, so honestly you only need 2 if you want them, like 2 black ones, because you don't need them on the back, you only need them on the front because you can see through them. So they didn't have it, but I kind of like the way these ones turned out. So honestly, I think I would recommend doing it that way though, because then you can hide any like glue, any mistakes if you make any. Typically what I think would be the most accessible way of getting this like holographic iridescent-y look for the inside of the wings would be to get some of that like iridescent, like things that you use when you gift wrap things from like Michael's or Joann or even like the dollar store. They have them. I didn't have that and I can't go to the store right now. So I actually had this weird rainbowy, I think it would be holographic because it has all the rainbows in certain angles, but maybe someone will call it iridescent. This like weird film thing that I took from the chemistry lab at school. Like, we didn't know what to do with it and my teacher said I could take it, so I took it because I thought it would look really cool on like a card or something like that, because I make a lot of cards and paper crafts, but I ended up using it for these and they worked out perfectly and they look really, really cool. The only thing is that sometimes they do get fingerprints on them, so probably don't touch it like I am right now, because like on one of my wings you can see there's, I'm not sure if you can see it in this camera actually, but in real life there's like a huge thumbprint on there, but you can't see them when you walk. You can only see it when you're like looking really closely, and that doesn't really matter. My dog is grumbling-ish. And then you're gonna need some kind of glue. So I used a tape runner because these are automatically like drying and stuff like that. Not automatically, but you know, there is no like drying time. They kind of just stick, and it's not wet. It won't like squeeze out the sides or anything like that. And it's not like hot glue, so it won't leave like an extra thickness around the wing. So this worked really well for me. It's also removable because it's a dotted one. This is the Tombow Mono Dots adhesive. As long as you get the glue on like the big edges, it works out fine pretty much. And then theirs on the website were glittery, and I didn't have glittery black paper. That probably would have made like the perfect match. But since I didn't have that, I used my Wink of Stella brush pen by Zig. It's the brand, I think, and just colored the whole area on the outside. I don't think you'd need to do that. It just makes it look a little bit less like paper. And I think glittery, if I were to do it again, I would just use glittery black paper instead of this. Oh, another thing is that I kind of extended what is like the body of the butterfly on my template on the black paper. So like this, I made it maybe like ½ an inch thicker so that I could cut holes in it. So I did 2 holes so that they would fit right on my boots, like where it laces up. So basically just follow the lacing of your shoes and figure out where you want to do that. Hello, so this is future Sarah editing this video and realizing I didn't actually explain what I did. So basically the whole thing is just take 2 of your little black pieces, this is just my template because I didn't want to cut out a new one, and sandwich a piece of this rainbow film in between it, and then that's pretty much it. Like cut out the film into a butterfly and then sandwich it in so that it all fits together, and then cut your holes, lace it through your shoes. That's basically the whole thing. It's really simple, just pretty tedious to cut out the butterflies every single time. Don't worry too much if your butterflies aren't like perfectly aligned, because you'll see here, because of that like iridescent paper thing, you can't really tell that like the front and back butterflies don't match up exactly. Like if you look really, really closely, you can see there's like a little bit of difference, but from a distance, no one can tell, and even from close up, it kind of just looks more 3D. So I think honestly, it kind of looks cool. As long as they're like the same general shape and your outsides are the same, you should be fine. Also, I hope it's self-explanatory, but these are not for like rain, weather, or anything, because they're just made of paper and glue. So it's not meant for that. So don't go telling me in the comments that they're not gonna last, because that's not the point. Yeah, they're not made to like last the rest of eternity, like perhaps the Dolls Kill ones were, but you know, for 20 bucks, I think, and that's literally just the shoe cost, like the materials I already had and stuff. But I think these turned out pretty well. Cool. Roll the modeling clips. So I hope you liked that video, and if you make these or something similar, just, you know, leave a comment down below how it went for you down in the trousers. Yeah, I'll link some of my materials down below too, like I'll link some other versions of this iridescent paper and my like brush pens and stuff like that that I used down below too, just in case you can't find them. And overall, I hope you had a good time watching this and it inspired you to make something during this lockdown time period. And goodbye. Ooh.
Thank you for watching this video by Sophie and Sarah. There's another video you may enjoy right here, and you can click right here to subscribe for more sunshine and stupidity.
And you can click the notification bell to get an alert anytime we post a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.